Yo, what is going on, guys? So, got my boat over here, the Hakuna Matata. And you know what, guys? There's more to life than being really ridiculously ripped. Life is all about boats and hoes. I just want you guys to always remember that. Life's about boats and hoes. Just kidding, guys. This video is about getting shredded. And I'm so excited for this series. I call it the Master Shredder Workout Series. And I want to introduce, it's not a new concept, but it's a concept that not a lot of guys are talking about. And I know most of you guys aren't training like this. So my concept is you can build muscle and burn fat at the same time if you work out like this. So I'm gonna go through, I think I'm gonna do about 10 of these workout videos, and I'm gonna share with you my workout for pretty much every single muscle group. In fact, over the next couple weeks, I'm gonna give you probably 2 different workouts for each muscle group. And it's going to be a unique style where it's high intensity. We're gonna lift heavy weight with short rest time, and then we're gonna also combine that with a lot of drop sets and supersets and just maximum time under tension work. So I'm going to take the Hakuna Matata out on the ocean, and let's get into the workout edit.
Troy, you ain't got no gains. You ain't lift no weights.
Alright guys, getting into the Master Shredder workout. This is going to be all about the V-taper and the biceps. So the first exercise, what I'm doing is I'm doing the V-bar pull down. Now this is much better than the lateral pull down for targeting the upper lats. So upper lats is what we're talking about when we're getting that V-taper look. So the V-taper look is basically wide upper lats, wide 3D deltoids, and of course a small waist, low body fat. So with this one, you can really emphasize the upper lats. You're focusing on mind-muscle connection right in your upper lats, and your hands close together is a great way. Now, what I'm doing here, I'm doing high intensity sets. So that means I'm going short rest time. That's the whole point of this workout series. We're trying to build muscle and burn fat at the same time. We're gonna accomplish this with really short rest times. We're gonna go heavy, time under tension, and heavy weight. So I'm going 8 to 12 reps. And I'm really focusing on squeezing. I'm only resting about 45 seconds between these sets. So I'm going 3 total sets on the V-bar pull down, and then you see me on the very last rep, I'm squeezing, going up nice and slow and controlled, and really force that contraction when your lats are super fatigued. Now, second one is, now that we have our upper lats really fatigued, we're gonna do the hands facing each other pull down. Once again, it's a great upper lat activator, so much better than the traditional lat pull down. So pay close attention to the bar that I'm using. And once again, I'm stretching all the way up and I'm squeezing, getting that mind-muscle connection right in my upper lats. And I'm doing the same rep and the same rest time sequence. So I'm trying to go heavy, 8 to 12 repetition range, and then I'm only resting 45 seconds. I'm going 3 to 4 total sets of this. So remember, the whole point of this workout series is we're trying to really shock our body in an anaerobic way and also in an aerobic way. So here's the second set, so you can really see me kind of squeeze and see the form from another angle. So focus all about squeezing the shit out of your muscle. Don't be an ego lifter. Don't try to lift as much weight as you possibly can on this exercise. Really think about what you have to do, how you need to place your hands, how you need to do every motion of the exercise to directly hit the upper lats. All you're trying to do here is hit your upper lats. Of course, you're gonna indirectly hit your biceps with every single pulling exercise, but this one is so killer. So here's the third set, going once again, only 45-second rest times. That's gonna be the common theme. All these Master Shredder workouts, we wanna lift heavy, we wanna have slow and controlled movements, we wanna create the maximum amount of healthy micro tears, and we're only resting 45 to 60 seconds between all these sets. So this third set got really tough. You're probably gonna have to drop the weight by 10 to 20% as you get into your third, fourth set on this. So that was the last of this. Now, transitioning right into assisted pull-ups. Now, I can do obviously weighted pull-ups. even weighted wide grip pull-ups with 45, probably 90 pounds. But I'm transitioning right into the assisted pull-up machine, and I'm focusing on squeezing on the eccentric part, squeezing on the concentric part when I'm actually going up on the pull-up. And when your upper lats are really fatigued, the assisted pull-up is a fantastic way to really channel that upper lat activation, because sometimes on the pull-ups when you're fatigued, you kind of force yourself up, you use momentum, you don't really fully engage the upper lat muscles. So with the assisted pull-up machine, with my hands not all the way wide, but right around here, I'm able to really activate. So jumping into my second set, once again, 45-second rest periods. You guys are gonna notice that after a couple weeks of this, it almost feels like your body's not only getting more muscular and stronger, but you're getting in shape cardiovascularly and you're burning a ton of fat. That's what the Master Shredder workout series is all about. I'm gonna help you guys build muscle and burn fat simultaneously at the same time for a complete body composition over the course of the summer. So the second set, I was just kind of playing around with my hand movement. I have my hands facing each other for a little more bicep activation. But once again, the start of this workout, I don't really care about my biceps. It's all about drilling the upper lats. Now, getting into the seated row, and this is something that Arnold Schwarzenegger used to do. He used to fully stretch out, as you see me doing right here. So the more stretch that you can get on the eccentric portion of the rep, the more you're able to engage those upper lats. Once again, the upper lats is a really tough muscle group, and you've got to focus that mind-muscle connection. So by really stretching out, but not letting the weight pull you with momentum, but stretching out and letting that stretch and get that extra micro tear, you're really able to drill those upper lats. So that was my little upper lat circuit. Now what I'm doing is I'm going into slow and controlled dumbbell alternating palms up bicep curls. So as you can see, I'm really going slow and controlled. Not only on the lowering part of the weight, but also really trying to go slow and controlled as I'm squeezing the weight up. So I think I'm starting here at 45, so I'm going fairly heavy. My biceps, I would say, are about 20% fatigued because I transitioned right into this from all the upper lat movements. But go slow and controlled. The more tired you get, the more you should be squeezing the shit out of your biceps. So getting into the second set from a different angle. And by the way, I did 3 total sets of this. We're gonna get into some killer bicep work right after this, so no need to do like 7 or 8 sets of dumbbell biceps, just enough to really shock the muscle, fatigue them, create those healthy micro tears. So much better than doing the dumbbell hammer curls. We're going palms up, really forcing to engage your biceps throughout the entire movement. And I think the second set, I was only on a 45-second rest period, so I dropped the weight from 45 pounds to 40 pounds. And you see me, I'm already really fatigued, I'm sweating a lot, and I only did a couple different exercises. So short rest times are so crucial on these Master Shredder workout series. So now what I'm doing is I'm going into slow and controlled straight bar curls. So once again, I know a lot of you guys were giving me a hard time on the cheat curls in the nuclei overload training video. Cheat curls are a great curl, by the way. I mean, if you're going really heavy and you're going slow and controlled on the way down, it's a great way to shock your muscles from the eccentric range of motion. But on the curl right here, what I'm doing is I'm focusing on going slow and controlled and squeezing the biceps on the lowering portion of the weight, and of course on the concentric portion of the weight when I'm squeezing. So this was a killer bicep pump, because if I do this exercise not fatigued, I have a hard time feeling it. But when I do this exercise 100% fatigued, I really felt it. I felt a different type of bicep pump, especially with the short rest times, because by this time, I'm about 30 minutes into my workout. I was engaging my biceps, engaging my upper lats, and now I got a massive pump, and I'm just trying to keep that pump going. Whenever you work out your arms, do not rest for too long of a period of a time. I noticed that when I lose my arm pump in my biceps or my triceps, it's really tough to rebound and recover from that. So going 45-second rest periods for the entire workout. And then third exercise, I'm using my new favorite accessory here, the Bicep Blaster, and I'm going with my hands really close. And I'm focusing on hitting that bicep peak, and I'm not going up all the way, because if I go up all the way on this exercise, I notice that I'm hitting more upper lats than anything. Actually, I correct myself. I'm doing 21s here. So the first 7 reps, I'm going here. The next 7 reps, I'm stopping halfway down. And then the last 7, I'm going full range of motion with my palms up. I actually got this from one of Simeon Panda's videos, and I had never thought to do the 21s with the Bicep Blaster, but it was one of the most massive bicep pumps I've ever had in my life. Now I'm doing 25s. Even in Simeon Panda's video, he was only doing 40s with this. So go much lighter than you think you have to go, and you guys are gonna really shock those biceps. So once again, I'm doing another set. I'm just doing some full range of motion bicep curls with the Bicep Blaster. I really recommend you guys get a Bicep Blaster. It's a great way, especially if you're like me and you have longer arms. It's a fantastic way to really isolate and target the biceps without a lot of anterior deltoid involved. Now, the last 3 sets of the workout, what I'm doing here, since my upper lats are fatigued, my biceps are fatigued, I'm just doing some underhand grip, barbell rows on the Smith machine. I'm pulling right into my belly button. I'm focusing on my biceps and my upper lats on this exercise. So pulling into my belly button is a great way to engage the biceps and the V-taper.
You ain't got no gains. You ain't lift no weights.